Good morning, or whatever. Good morning, everyone. As you know, the Oktoberfest in Munich, or München, if you speak German, I don't, has been suspended only once before, and that was during the Second World War for obvious reasons. And now this year, 2020, because of COVID, or whatever you want to call it, we cannot go to Munich or München to have a nice, decent beer. We cannot even go to Belgium. We can go anywhere in the world. So we're gonna do an Oktoberfest in London. You might say, no, we're in London. We have many Oktoberfest through the. Sorry, my bra is falling out. I'm very sexy. I mean, I'm gonna get sexy later on after a couple of beers. But there were many other Oktoberfest organized in London in the past year. Even this year, everything went wrong because no one could organize it for a rule of six packs of beer. And so I say, why don't we organize an Oktoberfest at home? And I come up with a perfect solution. And the solution is thanks to beerwolf.com. What they do, they stock this magical machine made by Heineken that works with 2-liter kegs of beer of 40 different flavors that you can keep at home and have a draft beer anytime you want, and invite your friends, and no more than six, we know that, and have a smashing time. So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna show you the machine first, which is the big boy here, and then I'm gonna, this is the machine I put with bundle. It comes with 4 kegs of beer. So I'm gonna show the machine first and then get 1 keg of beer, put it in the freezer so it's gonna be ready for when, as soon as possible, because I really want the beer, especially this is summer weather in London. It's very sticky and hot. And then I'm gonna show you the beers I ordered for my very first order on Beerwolf. You would say it's a lot of beers, it's 4 kegs in there and 8 kegs in here, 2 liters each. But you need to buy 8 kegs at a time to save on delivery, because otherwise there's a delivery that's basically the equivalent price of 1 keg of beer, £8.50. £8.50. So without any further ado, I'm gonna move on the other side of my office. You see my office, there's plenty of entertainment for the COVID times. And open the machine. I'll show you the machine. Swiss knife, walk on the other side, and this is heavy, but we're gonna do it the proper way. I'll also show you my left side, which for you probably is the right side, because no, I'm not using the selfie mode, I'm using the normal mode. So you see me as beautiful as I am in nature. Opening the box. And there's the box with the main machine and the 4 kegs. Ooh, for logistics, that's easy, because there's 4 kegs at the back already. So let's get one of them. As you can tell, Heineken, 2-liter bottle. Heineken, no need to introduce Heineken. Everyone knows about Heineken. Is a Dutch beer made in Amsterdam, and you may love it or not. James Bond likes it. If it's good enough for James Bond, my bra is already coming down, so it must be decent enough. I mean, if you want to have your way in a night and get some bras down, Heineken works. 2 liters at a time. I'll say I put this straight away in the fridge, and then I'll pass it to my secretary. Can you put this in the fridge, please? Make some space and just put it in the fridge at the bottom. And then, so what we're gonna do. This is a very simple system. I'm going to show you later on how it works. Basically, it gets connected inside the machine, and you get a draft beer anytime you need it. But let's put it here for the time being and show you the actual machine. So that's the other 3 kegs. We call them kegs because we used to call them kegs, but they actually have a name. It's called the Torp, T-O-R-P. Which means nothing unless you're Dutch, probably. They're made by Heineken. Heineken, as you know, they got royalties on many other brands, so you can find about 35 different types of beer available in the UK. there's another box inside the box. This feels very Russian, even if it's Dutch. You know, Dutch, they know the beers, they know a few things about entertaining themselves. But today we're going to talk about beers. Box number 2. And I can see already there's a box number 3 inside. So I'll just open this one. And see, it's green. Never live without a Swiss knife. Never, never, never. Knife on the side, because your safety is our measure. That's nice heavy without the beers. So box number 1 goes in the bin. We don't need it anymore. Box number 2 can go in the bin in a minute, because we're gonna remove. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do like a good looking unboxing. Best way to do this. You can see at the top already. Krups is a German brand that makes brass, or brass puller. Makes waffle machines, all these things for the house, mixers and stuff. And they come up with Heineken to make this machine. That's a picture selection of beer you can find on the system. It goes for the otherwise Amstel or Tiger, African, Sol, Desperados, Moretti, so Italian, Austria, Netherlands. You get something from US, you get something from China, well, China, made in Europe anyway. So, bit of everything, bit of Spain, bit of everything. So let's get this out. Is going to be a bit complicated. Let's do it backwards. Does it say top side up? Yes. And we don't care because it's a beer machine. It's going to be with a good top all the time. Anyway, number 1, number 2, number 1 again, number 2 again. And the final 4, that's it, we're done. It goes in storage. And that's been stored. Surprise, surprise. Let's get this out of the way. Out of the way we go. So, Heineken Krups machine. Doesn't look that good from here. We need to open it and see inside. You can already see very small in your screen how you can enter the torps, as we say it, inside. But I see it. Have a look at the proper machine. If you go on Beowulf, they have 3 types of machine that take the torps. This one is a limited edition. Limited edition Heineken, and then they have the normal one, and then they have a compact size. The mechanism is the same. The compact, of course, is a bit smaller, but this looks so much good. Instead of being plastic, this is aluminium, and it's been designed by Mark Newman. I don't know if you know Mark Newman, but he's an interior designer. He does things like chairs made out of airplane fuselage. So that's cool. Oh, something wrong already. It was supposed to be green, and indeed is black. Is the pull for the beer. Okay. We'll see how it comes up. It was supposed to be green, but it's black. Let's see what happens. Number two. Oh, we're getting disappointed here. They're supposed to be Heineken. And indeed, instead of saying Heineken, it's black. So, but it's silver. It's silver, so it may be just the new model. I'm happy with the silver anyway because only the Heineken one is silver. So, we'll see. Instructions, we only read them after a couple of beers. Instruction, warranty, no one reads the warranty anyway. And put it in storage. Polystyrene, be environmentally friendly, chuck it on the side. Wrapping, there's a bit of wrapping here. How do we hold this one? Maybe sideways like this. Ta-da, ta-da, cable, and some wrapping. And the box goes in storage as well. There's another bit of polystyrene in there, and my bra keeps on coming down. My nipples are getting the time of the life there. Da 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 da, sexy. Look at this. Little silver. Long John. Long John silver. Ooh. This is a bit disappointing because it's silver. It's silver, but it's supposed to say Heineken all across, which it doesn't. So I think I'm gonna send it back. To the people and see what they say. But anyway, what it says it's all in. You see, the Heineken is supposed to be this one green with written Heineken, this one in green, this one Heineken embossed over here, and this one doesn't. So that's not good. But still looks fun. So plan number one, we unscrew the handle. As we say, it is black, but nice this way, nice and silver. So I'm gonna just go you through the motions, and then when the beer is ready, we actually pump this up properly. But the concept is that you unscrew this thing, you open it. There's a cable that gets connected to the beer up here. This goes inside. Once it's inside, lock it up, and the beer is ready to go. After it reaches temperature, you need this machine cools down to 2 degrees. You put it in the fridge, put down normal fridge temperature, and then you put it inside. Machine on with this button. When it gets to 2 degrees, the light is going to be a red light here. It becomes green, and then you can pour your beer. So leave the machine on the side and open the other packet and see what beers do we have in the box. All these beers that we have, all the separate, as I said, all the 8 beers at a time because you save on delivery anyway. So knife. Oh, keep cold. He says keep cold. Keep cold, keep cold. Now the Freud, as all in strange languages. So let's see all these beers that we got. So it's on the, we see already the Heineken over there, which is a your normal lager, 5%. Let's go from the bottom. Hofbrau, Kaltenhuis, Gandalf IPA. That's a nice 7.9%, and that's Austria. If I remember well, this is IPA from the mountains. You need to have an IPA. 7.8, 7.9. It doesn't say anywhere to be specific. Production date, no, expiry date 04/21. Plenty of time to drink it, but it won't last ever. So yeah, 1855. Okay, yeah, 7.9. We got the Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. There's no rings, but there's a Lord there, so long hair and everything. And a beer. Fancy my beer? Fancy my beer? I mean, I got lots of beer, you know. African, Belgium. This is, my hat is gone. Oh, I'm not drunk yet. I mean, would you believe it? I'm not drunk, but my hat is flying already. We're doing, this is for your service, for your entertainment. In these times of constriction, lockdown and everything, you can count on me to amuse yourself. African blonde, 6.8%, Is an Abbey beer. See, it's not a Trappist beer, because Trappist beer is made in the Abbey by the monks. This is made outside the Abbey, still supervised by the monks, and they get the money royalties. Basically, Heineken makes it for the monks, and they pays royalties. And they have a say on the changing the labels or changing the not the recipe, because the recipe has been going on for a while, few hundred centuries. Yeah, Afflihem. That's the way to say it. Maybe not. I'm not Belgian, so, but that's the way it should be said. Birra Moretti La Rossa. Ah, questa è una birra buonissima dall'Italia. This is a wonderful beer from Italy. A red beer is Bock. Bock means double malt, so it's a bit stronger. Is red. You know the normal Moretti. You know the Baffo d'Oro, which is like the better selection of Moretti, which means golden moustache. And this is a Moretti Rossa, that means red. Another beautiful beer, that's from Italy, 7.2%, and you're gonna love it. So, we've got plenty of space. Let's put them all in an arch, and we can see them all together. What we got next? Next we got Edelweiss German, wheat beer, 5.3%. Wheat beer, that means it's gonna be turbid, it's gonna be a bit cloudy. Effertrup, oh, German, another good. Effertrup is, yeah, cloudy. There's Effertrus, I don't know how you say in German, but basically means cloudy. That's another beautiful beer. Next we have, we have two beers from the same people. We have Brand, we have a normal brand up. There's a Pilsner Hoppy Lager. That's quite an easy beer, big hoppy, big strong flavor. It's 5.5, and then they do sessions in which they do IPAs, and their IPAs is called, of course, Session IPA. It's much lighter, 3.5%, but it's supposed to be accessible, let's say. Normally IPAs could be a bit, if you don't know IPAs, they could be a very hoppy, very strong. IPA were made for transport all the way to India, so they charge them with hops just to survive the travel. So Session IPA 3.5, and that's an experiment. We got two left, and there's plenty more on the website. I mean, if you go to beerwolf.com, I'm happy with that one. The Heineken branding would have been nice, but I'll see what they say. Lagunitas IPA, that's American. There's a West Coast style American. It's not that. Lagunitas is like 6.2. Yeah, there you go. 6.2. Pretty fresh draft. West Coast style. Very citrusy. And sweet beer. An experiment. I never drank. I drank a few American beers, but the American beers you normally get in UK, they're not. I mean, in the pubs. In bottles, you get pretty much anything these days. I never tried this one. It's worth a try. Of course, any beer has got different prices. You go from beers that cost you £8.50 for a £2 for a 2 litre, to beers that cost you £18, which is it's still worth it because you pay either for the high percentage of alcohol or the very specific beer. Like the last one I left because it's my favorite is La Chouve. La Chouve is Belgian. It's 8%, and this is gonna be more expensive. It's like $18.99. 2 liters, you get pretty much four pints. So this it costs you about nearly £5 a pint, £4.75 pints. But you don't drink pints of this one. You drink like the smaller 33 glass. So you get 6 beers out of it. And La Chouve, I love it. Blonde, nice top. So what you do with the beer, what you need to do when you put it inside, I'll show you later on, but then you need to make sure the beer is cold. You just give it a little whip on the plunger just to wet the inside of the tube of the machine, and then go all the way down. The first beer may be a bit more foamy. Keep it in the fridge, make sure it's cold, put it there, let it rest a bit, let it get to a green light, and then if you got time, even overnight, if not like in the morning. Once you open it, it's good for 15 days. You can open a beer and you got 15 days to drink it. 15 days for beer. I can do it. You can do it. So that's it. And small recap on these beers. These beers are, as I say, different prices. And I'm going to start with Heineken just because I got 4 of them. And when I put it in, I'll show you how to do it. And I'll see you later on. Hopefully I'm going to be wearing the same outfit, unless someone steals my hat from me in the meantime. So I'll see you in 3 seconds for the video, possibly a couple of hours in real time. Enjoy!